Hey guys, just want to do a quick rundown of my Beretta 1301 comp here. I decided this year, as of January, I was going to get involved in shooting sports. Done that, got a couple guns. This is one of my tools of the trade. Decided I was going to shoot 3 guns, so I've been building myself up to that, shooting Steel Challenge, Rimfire Challenge, USPSA. I did a shotgun match. I did Keith Garcia's 3-gun class, which is excellent class. Keith is a really good coach, gives you everything you need to practice weapon manipulation, safety, stage planning, the whole works. Did that with the California Shooting Arcade out there in Sacramento. Great group of guys, got good targets, MGM stuff, 3-Gun Nation, qualifier stages. Really good group of people out there. Enjoy going up there to shoot, about 2 hours from where I live. But this is about the shotgun, so we're going to give a quick look around, show you what I did to this gun to make it fit and work for me. This is a 24-inch barrel, Beretta 1301 comp again. I got the Briley carbon magazine tube extension on here. This is the +6, so this is what it'll look like with a 24-inch barrel with their +6. Got the match saver. You must have the match saver if you remember to use it. It's a great tool. Had one last weekend where I forgot to use a match saver, ran out of shells, and lost by 1/100th of a second or so. But it's a learning process. I got this high-vis triangular sight. The gun was shooting a little bit high for me, so I went with the tall sight. Puts it at 20 yards, 50-50 pattern with the Briley light modified choke. Excellent choke. Machine work on that stuff is really nice. I shoot this light modified one from Briley. I also shoot the diffuser when I shoot slugs, or if I have a really hoser stage with a lot of clays. That works really nice. This is the Briley clamp. The gun comes pretty well set up for 3-gun. Got to do some modifications to it. I went ahead and dropped the stock with the Beretta provided stock shims. Gun fits me really well. So I'm going to flip the gun over. We'll take a look at what I did to the loading port to make this thing load really nice. I'll flip the gun over and we'll take a look there. Alright guys, so this is the loading port of my Beretta 1301 comp. As you can see, I did a lot of modification down here to the loading port. I went ahead and moved the port down, moved the port forward, exposed the follower. I also reduced the spring on this guy here. I actually reduced the factory spring by 1 or 2 coils, not very much, but it makes it a little bit easier. Haven't had any issues on it. I like having the follower exposed. You can see the shell when it's down in there. Nordic makes a red follower that I'll probably get. This is a dummy round. You can see how easy it is to load now. I ground all the way down to the pin that's there. Really nice, easy to load. I also smoothed out the fore end. That's one shell. I got another dummy. We could try to see if we could load 2. It's that easy. A little bit of grinder work, a little bit of Dremel work. Obviously mine's pretty scratched up as it's been used and abused, but it looked beautiful when I did it. This hole is not supposed to be there, that hole is not supposed to be there, so it kind of gives you an indicator of how far to go. I'm not going to tell you how far I went. Hopefully you can get an idea in the video. Shorten the spring. It's about 12 inches past the front of the tube. That seems to work fine. Don't have any issues with the shells kicking back. On the shell catch, I did polish that. Got some 2000 grit. What tends to happen is the shell will get hung up when you load a shell in here, and you press this button. Sometimes that won't release because there's a little burr on the end of that catch. If you polish it and profile it, make it real smooth, the burr will continue to happen, I'm sure, over time, just having these shells slam back into there. Just give it a little polish and that'll go away. So when you hit the button, the shell should just go right in there. Yeah, so this is the bottom end of my 1301. That's what I've done to it. Smoothed everything out. Didn't reinvent the wheel, but it works really well for how I've been using it. Alright guys, so I just want to talk a little bit about the front end of the gun. This is Briley's magazine extension tube for the Beretta 1301. This is a +6. Beautiful carbon, aluminum machine. This is their clamp that comes with it. Really easy to take on and off. You just use an Allen wrench. I had Lancer systems. I really like Lancer systems. I have a couple of their ARs. Problem with this one that I have is you cannot remove the front. So if you want to put a new spring in or clean the follower out real quick at a match, run a patch through it, whatever you're gonna do, you can't do it with the Lancer. This one's got the removable end, makes it serviceable, which is really nice. I'm gonna go ahead and launch this spring out of here and show you another thing that you gotta be careful with on these carbon tubes. I noticed when I was at Keith Garcia's school, I had a shell that wouldn't come back, and he told me immediately loosen up the Lancer clamps. These are the clamps that come with Lancer. You can really clamp down on them pretty tight. And sure enough, as soon as I broke it loose, follower and spring, you know, weren't bound anymore. You should be able to, this is an empty gun, should be able to drop the follower out of the front of the tube there. What you could do, potentially, with just a quarter turn more, you could make it so that thing's not going to fall out, which could be a big problem. It's stuck in there right now. I'm going to crack this loose quarter turn. There you go, you can see it fall down or hear it fall down. I'm gonna go ahead and add another quarter turn, which is not a lot, and it won't fall. So I found the ideal tension for this clamp here is I put the follower in there, and then I'll back this off until it drops, and then I'll just give it a little 1/16 of a turn or something. Just to give it a little extra clearance. This doesn't have to be crazy tight. But that's a look at the Briley extended magazine tube. That's the Lancer one, Briley. Nice stuff from both companies. If you don't want to pull that out and clean it, I would recommend going either direction. I chose the Briley because of that reason. This is my 1301 comp. Hope you guys enjoyed the little look at it. It's a nice gun. It's not a Terran Tactical Benelli, but it works. I really like it. I did put a little bit of duct tape to keep that from sticking to my jersey or my shirt. Helps a little bit. So hopefully we see you out at the next match or get involved with shooting. I've done it, spent a lot of money doing it so far this year, but really enjoyed it. So hopefully you get to do the same.